Do you know that regular exercise can help preserve your memory and prevent memory loss? Do you know that exercise can increase your BDNF, which is responsible for brain growth and also for increasing the dendrites, which gets crushed or pruned when you're stressed? That's like the pruning. If you like this topic, please click the like button and we'll expound this topic. This paper, entitled Exercise Training Increases Size of Hippocampus and Improves Memory by the group of Erickson, that exercise training increases hippocampal volume by 2%, effectively reversing the natural decline or decrease in the volume of the hippocampus. So what happens? When you age, a natural tendency for the volume of the hippocampus to decrease. So this is a risk for memory loss. They identified three important factors or three important points that happens when you exercise. There's an increase in the volume of the brain, especially the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex, which is also the center for executive function. Second, this factor called Brain-Derived Neurotrophic Factor, or BDNF, also increases. This BDNF is responsible, this is like a fertilizer. It fertilizes the brain so that it grows, the neuroplasticity. It also stimulates the growth of the dendrites. The dendrites are the connection that comes from the pre-synapse to the post-synapse. This is a very important information. It is also responsible for mediator of the neurogenesis in the dentate gyrus. Aerobic training exercises, as compared to stretching, was used as an exercise tool. Aerobic exercise training, which is defined as exercising to a heart rate of 50 to 60% of your maximum heart rate for about 40 minutes, preserves memory by way of increasing the hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex, and also the dentate gyrus. Pretty amazing, because all you need to do is to get the discipline. And the other thing is that when you start exercising, you will have a propensity to engage in more regular exercises. And this is by way of the increase in BDNF, or Brain-Derived Neurotrophic Factor. It's like a fertilizer and a stimulant for more capacity or your taste for exercise. Exercise training increases cerebral blood volume and perfusion of the hippocampus, but the extent to which exercise can modify the size of the hippocampus in late adulthood. To evaluate this, they simply compared aerobic exercises and stretching. They recruited older adults with no dementia, and they followed up through functional MRI. They found increased perfusion of the blood to the hippocampus, which means it increases the growth of the hippocampus. It also increases the perfusion to the prefrontal cortex and the dentate gyrus. This has a significant bearing on preserving memory. By accident also, it improves joy, because hippocampus is a center for joy. In the same token, there's a decrease in the volume of the amygdala, which is the center for anxiety, depression, and bad feelings. So it's all a win-win situation when you exercise. Your brain volume increases, especially the hippocampus, and the BDNF, the Brain-Derived Neurotrophic Factor, which is like a fertilizer. When you're stressed chronically, the dendrites that connects to each other, transmits the information, is pruned, cut off from each other, so that the transmission is delayed. When you exercise, BDNF is increased, fertilizing the dendrites where it regrows and approximates the dendrites so that there will be increase or improve in the transmission of information. The yoga poses or stretching did not really impact the size of the volume, which means if you want to preserve your memory, it's not the stretching, it's the aerobic exercises, meaning you have to increase your heart rate to about 60% of the maximum heart rate. It's 220 minus your age, that's your maximum heart rate, and you compute 60% of that. That's your goal that you need to maintain for at least 20 to 40 minutes. The longer you exercise, of course, the better would be the effect. It is interesting that these portions of the brain is noted to be increased by functional MRI. The blood flow also is increased through functional MRI. So it makes sense. When the perfusion to this area of the brain is increased, there will be improved nutrients delivery to the brain. And this is responsible for the neurogenesis, to the increase in the size of the volume of the hippocampus, especially the prefrontal cortex and the dentate gyrus. Of note, the prefrontal cortex is a center for executive function. This is where you would actually able to decide properly, moral judgment, and future decision making. This also will improve your mood. As I said, hippocampus is the center for joy and memory, and it decreases the center for the anxiety, anger, and depression by way of decreasing the volume of the amygdala, which is a center for negative thoughts like anxiety. Aerobic exercises, whether it's running, walking, swimming, or doing something like a HIIT exercise, like high interval intensity training exercise, or any game like tennis, this will improve your memory and mood. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. If you have any questions or any comments or anything that you might want to share with other people in this audience, please make a comment, drop a comment, ask questions. I would love to discuss it with you. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Raul Enad from Cadenza Medical Clinic. Till next video, we'll be talking about the benefit of exercise in immune function, how exercise actually improves your immune function and prevent simple diseases and even cancer.